What is up, guys? Welcome back to the On the Bench podcast. I'm your host, Rylan Pieper Gertis, joined along with Sutton Redmer, Simon Brewer, and Stephen Walgren. And we have a packed house for you today. But we're going to start off with NBA playoffs and the results and what we're thinking about going on in the first round. So the first game we have is the Jazz versus Mavericks. The winner of that game was the Jazz, 99-93. So, Simon, what are you thinking about the rest of this series?
I think Luka's probably not going to come back. If he does, I think the Jazz still win in 6 because the Mavericks are really just Luka Doncic. So I think I think the Jazz are going to win this in 5-6 if Luka comes back and then lose to the Suns next round. Donovan Mitchell's going to leave Utah soon.
Sutton, what about you?
I think if Luka comes back, it's Mavs in 6, but all depending on Luka coming back.
Really? Mavs in 6, even though they lost his first game? When do you think Luka's coming back? Do you think he's like second, third game?
Maybe game 3.
Game 3? So you think they're winning in 6 if he comes back in game 3?
I mean, if they can win game 2, I think they're in a good spot if Luka comes back. But it all depends on if Luka comes back.
To be fair, they only lost by 6 without Luka.
Yeah.
They did only lose by 6 without Luka.
I hate seeing series are going to 7, but I think if Luka comes back, now I think about it, that was a close game. It could, but I don't know.
I think Rudy Gobert's the hole in that Jazz team still. I'm a big Rudy Gobert hater because he has no offense and can't guard on the perimeter. So if Luka comes back, who's guarding Luka on that team? Mike Conley? Joe Ingles?
Mike Conley's a good defender, right? I don't watch enough basketball to know. Like, is Donovan Mitchell a good defender?
No, he's not bad, but he's 6'1". Luka's 6'6", 6'7", and a scoring machine. You can't stop Luka from scoring 30. You just hope he doesn't.
Royce O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal. Oh man. So on to game 2 of Saturday, April 16th. We have the Timberwolves beating the Grizzlies. My Timberwolves won 130 to 117. That made me so happy.
All
watching
right,
that game.
let's not lie. Ja, been out for a while. Grizzlies look rough. They'll be back for game 2. Beat them by 30. Easy.
Beating them by 30? Anthony Edwards scored 36.
You think that's repeatable?
Yeah.
And you think he scores 36 the entire series?
I think he averages 30 the entire series.
If one series is going to go to 7 in this first round, it's not going to be Nets Celtics. It's not going to be Sixers Raptors. It's going to be the Grizzlies Timberwolves. 100%.
Yeah. I think the Timberwolves are very deep, and they have all the talent they need. Not to go to this, I almost said Super Bowl. Oh, my goodness. Go to the NBA championship. But I think they have enough to get past the Grizzlies and maybe make it to the semifinals. I'd be so happy with that because nobody expected us to be good.
So you think the Timberwolves can replicate shooting 50% from the field?
Yeah.
And 40% from the 3?
Yeah.
Every single game.
I wouldn't doubt it.
When Memphis shot 25% from the 3?
I
you
wouldn't
think
doubt
that
it.
is repeatable
I
every
wouldn't
single
doubt
game?
it. We didn't even play half our bench. Like, we didn't need to. Ja did play terrible, and so did Jaren Jackson Jr., but he still had 12. And Ja had 32, and they still couldn't do anything. The thing is, Steven Adams shot 0 times. That man spent the entire game running up and down the court
What does
without
Steven
taking a
Adams
shot.
even do?
Play defense, get rebounds, and pass the ball sometimes. That's what he does.
Jaren Jackson Jr. had a bad game. I think that was the key.
Brandon Clark had a good game, 6 for 7.
I don't think that's going to happen again.
Huh?
What about Desmond Bain?
Desmond Bain, I did not actually look at him.
He was cold.
He was cold.
He looked good when he was playing.
Oh, man. Desmond Bain? No, he was not. 6 for 15, 3 for 8 from 3, 17 points.
Might have struggled at the end, but
Desmond Westbrook.
Desmond Westbrook.
What do you think, Steven?
No, I don't really have a great perspective on the NBA. I don't really watch the NBA right now. I know Luka's a good player. That's about it.
Oh, man. That is not
I do
useful.
not watch NBA. I am more of an MLB and sometimes now.
We're gonna
Steven
move.
being a Luka fan does not come to as surprises to me.
I'm not a Luka fan.
Anyways.
I just know that he's a good player.
third game, Raptors versus 76ers, definitely feels like a sweep. Right
Yeah,
there.
I'm thinking Toronto's 2 years away from winning their championship.
Unless Matisse Thybulle affects the 76ers that much, not being able to play in Toronto, I just don't see.
Matisse Thybulle can't play in Toronto?
Not
He's
vaccinated.
Wow.
But
That's
I just don't see.
But I just don't see that
I don't-
really affecting them. Like,
they,
I can see somebody else sliding into that position, like Furkan Korkmaz, and they just run a 5-man with Isaiah Joe, Furkan Korkmaz, Shaq Milton, Reed, and Niang rounding out that bench. And I wouldn't doubt that they play Joel Embiid more minutes. He only scored 19. He didn't really need to score.
I mean, Tyrese Maxey was the guy.
Yeah.
their game.
Tyrese
38
Maxey
to
is the
96.
second coming of Jesus, is what it was looking like
Oh
during
my
that game.
I mean, he couldn't
Nobody
miss.
could stop him. 4 for 21 and 5 for 8 from 3. That's insane. Joel Embiid, 19 and 15, but he didn't really have to do anything. He just kind of like relaxed and took an off game. Same with James Harden, 6 for 17, which was pretty bad, and he scored 22 with 14 assists.
It's crazy that that's an off day for
Yeah,
James Harden.
that's an off day for James Harden. What I think is crazy is nobody talks about it, but Tobias Harris scored 26 points. That's just like he's in the background casually scoring points.
He's the player you love to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want
He's-
to go for Tobias
You
Harris.
never want to pay attention to him, but he's always there scoring 25, just casually. But on the other side of the ball, not a good night for the Raptors at
A
all.
lot of people are picking the Raptors to upset the Sixers. Like, a lot of money's on it. A lot of people are just saying it. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either.
Not even close. Like,
Gary Trent went 2
5.
for 11.
it's either Sixers in 4 or Sixers in 5.
Sixers and 4, Sixers and 5. I think Sixers and 5 probably. Sixers and 4 or 5 as well. Yeah.
I never say anyone's going to go to 7 or anyone's going to sweep because I feel like that's so bold and
Yeah.
it doesn't happen.
And
It
it's
does
like
happen.
really hard to sweep a team, honestly. You have to win 4 straight games against a team. Like, unless it's someone like the Milwaukee Bucks going against the Detroit Pistons, I would not doubt someone's getting swept here. But OG Anunoby played decent. I like him. He's a good player. And the final game of April 16th, we had Warriors-Nuggets, and the Warriors pulled that out. What was sad was Jokic did not shoot well at all. 12 for
Sucks.
25, 0 for 4 from 3, and he only scored 25 points.
I'm the biggest Nikola Jokic hater of all time. I
Really?
hate Nikola Jokic so much.
I think
Dude.
it's crazy that you said he played bad when he had a double-double.
Yeah, he had a-
Double-double, and he shot a little under 50%.
He actually was 4 assists away from a triple-double,
Yeah.
but
I
that's a
think-
bad game for Jokic.
I think it's crazy that you said he had a bad game.
That's a bad
It's
game
just
for
Jordan
Jokic.
Poole, third splash brother.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Jordan
30.
Poole,
Jordan Poole, cold.
guess what? Warriors move Klay Thompson, keep Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is going to be so good, dude.
I don't think they moved Klay Thompson. He shot 50% from 3, scoring 19 points. Did you see they put Curry off the bench that game?
Yeah, he's hurt.
I know, but I wasn't expecting them because they said he was going to play, but I didn't expect him to come off the bench.
That doesn't surprise
I
me.
mean, he didn't really play
He
well
shot
when I
at
saw
one.
him. He shot,
Yeah, Jordan Poole started.
Yeah,
one.
he shot okay, but he seemed
he shot okay from 3. I'll give him that.
needed a little time to adjust, definitely.
Yeah.
Warriors are going to go deep because I think he'll be healthy by round 2, and I don't think the Nuggets win that series.
You don't think the Nuggets will win?
No.
I was surprised that Jokic was getting stopped at all. They don't have a legitimate big man, so
Because
it's like,
Wiseman has the
oh man,
health of Steven over here. He cannot stay healthy, so.
that's sad.
Well, let's talk about the buzzer beater from the Celtics game.
Oh,
Jason
man.
Tatum hit a spin move.
That
layup
was
for the win.
poor defense by
You guys see
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving just
Let him walk behind him.
flipped off the Celtics fans after he hit a 3, and
Yeah.
then walking in the to the locker room after the game just cussed out some Celtics fan.
Yeah, that was.
Kyrie Irving does not care.
He does not care at all. But that was some weak defense. He really just kind of reached up the ball and let him go past him without making an attempt to, stay in front of him, foul him, anything. But that was a good game by Kyrie and a trash game by Kevin Durant. 9 for 24 and 1 for 5 from 3. He scored 23 points. But Kevin Durant should be scoring 30 easily.
My
It's-
hottest take of the episode. Celtics in 5.
in 5.
5.
Kevin Durant easily makes that go 7, in my opinion. The combination of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant makes that go to 7. And Ben Simmons might be back on game
Ben
2.
Simmons is not going to
Ben
play.
Simmons.
Ben Simmons might be back if they make it to round 2.
No, I think
He's been this close to coming back for like a year.
but it's Ben Simmons. If he comes back at all, that's gonna make a difference because Jason Tatum won't score.
Also, it's like 4v5 whenever Ben Simmons is on the court in the playoffs.
No, it's not.
not
Not
gonna
even
play.
close. He is such a good defender. He's like Matisse Thybulle, but can score inside and can score anywhere. Because Matisse Thybulle can't.
Ben Simmons can only score inside.
Okay, Matisse Thybulle can't score anywhere.
You're not asking him to score.
Yeah,
take
you're not
it.
asking Ben Simmons to score, but he's 6'10".
You kinda are.
Handle.
I mean,
If he's
I'm
getting
not-
paid all that money,
the contract Ben
I'm-
Simmons
I'm
gets,
not-
I need some money
you
from him.
kind of want some offense.
Well, Rudy Gobert.
Matisse
has been
Thybulle's
asked.
not making $30 million a year.
Rudy
Mikal
Gobert
Bridges,
is-
Mikal Bridges is a really good defender. He's not making that much money.
Rudy
He's a
Gobert.
little young.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert just defends in the paint.
I know, but he's getting all that money for just.
He doesn't
defending.
deserve it either.
I don't think Rudy Gobert deserves that money. Jaylen Brown had a good game, and so did Jason Tatum. But other than that, they played 8 people. Oh my goodness, they did not care. They played nobody. So this is your team. How do you feel about that game?
I mean, we looked good in the third. Didn't play great in the fourth. At the end, Jason Tatum really just
Got lucky.
got lucky. It was a little lucky.
It was really
Bad defense by Kevin Durant. He was ball watching at the end, but you know the defense they played on that final stop perfectly guarded Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So the offense might have been lucky, but the defense was definitely top tier.
Well, let's talk about one of the blowouts of that night. Heat versus Hawks. My
Who
I thought
cares
that was
about the
gonna be
game?
a close game. I thought that was gonna be like a close game.
Trae
Now I'm
Young
thinking-
shot.
Now I'm thinking Heat in like 4.
Heat in 4. Trae
He's
Young
sleeping.
made 1 shot that entire game. He missed 7 threes.
I mean,
The whole game he only hit 1 field goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.
Oh
He-
well then, I don't think he'll play like that every game. So never mind.
How did he get 6 rebounds?
Hawks in like 6, or no, Heat in 6, not Hawks.
Trae Young got 6 rebounds. I'm looking at the box score right now. He had 6. What center just let him go grab the ball just to put his stats up a little
Who
more?
was the man for the Hawks that night? If Trae Young only hit 1 shot,
DeAndre Hunter and Danilo Gallinari, but they still lost. They didn't really have anyone score that well. John Collins off the bench scored decently. I'm surprised John Collins coming off the bench, honestly.
well, he was hurt.
So
It's
I
just like the
don't-
Curry thing.
I don't see why he would. But on the other end of the ball, Jimmy Butler scored 21 and made a 3. Finally, he never makes those. Made me
Yeah, no.
happy.
He like since the All-Star break, like halfway after the All-Star break, he was shooting like 17% from 3 or something crazy.
Yeah, it was horrible. But Duncan Robinson was the man for them. 27 points off the bench, 9 for 10 from the field, and 8 for 9 from 3. That was crazy for me. I was watching that game live. It was pretty nice. He is such a good
Did
shooter.
Tyler Hero play good?
Let me see.
Had 20 points,
Absolutely
I think.
not. 3 for 11, 0 for 4 from 3, 6 points. He
Sounds like Tyler
absolutely
Hero.
did not play good at all. And Suns versus the Falcons, that's the sweep series. They're getting swept.
I have 2 sweeps, 3 sweeps, no 2 sweeps. Suns in 4, Bucks in 3.
Bucks in 3.
Bucks in 3.
We'll
The
get to
Bulls
that
should
Bucks
just
game.
forfeit the last game because there's no point.
We'll get to that Bucks game, but this Suns Falcons game, I was like, oh man, Brandon Ingram's gonna turn up playoffs. CJ McCollum's gonna prove he can lead a team. No, just no. Brandon Ingram.
They need Zion. It's clear.
They need Zion.
They need Zion on the floor.
Herb Jones cannot start on that team, and Jackson Hayes cannot be the power forward for a team. That man is not a shooter at all. I watched him step off of Jackson Hayes all the way down to the paint just because he can't shoot that good. It was sad.
As a Blazers fan, CJ McCollum might be one of the worst defending guards in the league, and I'm pretty sure he was on Devin Booker.
Yeah, Devin Booker at 25, but who was on Chris Paul? 30.
He was on Chris Paul.
Someone like Chris Paul scored 30.
Jose Alvarez, or whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about?
No, they probably put Herb Jones on him.
Is Herb Jones a guard or a big man? I have no
He's
clue.
a small forward, but he can guard every position. He's a really good defender, honestly.
That's what I heard.
He's a rookie. But final game that has already happened. Bucks Bulls. I was bored. The
That was a
Bucks
low-scoring
played bad, and they still won.
I mean, they looked hot at the beginning. What were they up? 13-0 And the-
Something.
at the start. Bulls struggled. And they started to come back a little bit, but it's not enough.
That game was so boring to me. The Bucks played so bad, and yet they're such a good team. They can play on their off night and still beat a team that people were going to the championship with
No, it's Chicago.
at mid-year. Mid-year, people were saying
I
they
mean,
were a
I've been saying the
championship
Bulls are cuties
contender.
since
They're pretenders. I
as
saw it
long as I
clearly.
can remember.
I saw it clearly. They're
That
pretenders.
stat where they're like 2-20 against top 6 teams in each conference.
Yeah,
That's when I knew
they're
that they are
pretenders.
not going far.
Yeah, I saw that game and I was instantly like, yeah, they're done. But these upcoming games, we have already recapped, but Raptors 76ers game 2, that's the only game I really want to talk about. Do you think Tyrese Maxey's going to drop that much again? You don't think so?
I don't think he needs to. I think
Do
they
you think
still
Joel
win.
Embiid's going to come back?
I think
I don't think he needs to. I think they still win. They're not
either
much better.
everyone's going to score like 14 points, 19 points, or it's just going to be a different person going off every game.
Really? I bet show MB next game. That's the only game I wanted to recap there. But, Steven, what's going on in MLB right now?
Well, so we had the Padres and the Braves play. That was a good game. Jonathan Profilari hit his second home run of the season. I have him in my fantasy. That was a great day for me. The Braves ended up beating them. We have the Dodgers that are 7-2. We have the Giants that are 7-2, and we have the Mets that are 7-3. So those are our top leading teams right now.
That's pretty good. Sudden, do you have any takes on the MLB right now?
It's early. It doesn't really matter. Anything that's happening doesn't matter. I mean,
problem.
one of the scary things happened was Buxton going down. He had a double, lead the game for the Twins, and then went to second base, slid, and looked like he hurt his knee.
Mike Trout
Very
got
scary.
hit in the hand.
Who cares about Mike Trout? I'm a big Mike Trout hater.
So am I. He's good. He was good last year. This year,
Also, you know who I'm hating right
he's
now?
overlooked.
Shohei Ohtani. Oh my goodness.
Overrated. I'm telling you, this year he's gonna be overrated.
I took him on my fantasy team with the number 1 pick. He has done nothing.
That's a bad pick.
It's almost as bad as my Yu Darvish pick, getting me negative 26 points
You shouldn't have picked you, Darvish.
in 1 game,
It's pitch mix.
and
it's
he
not it.
didn't even pitch more than 2 innings.
I picked Christian McCaffrey number 2 overall over Derrick Henry, so I think that might be the worst pick.
It's either that or
That was last
Shohei right now.
But yeah, I've been a Shohei hater. I don't even watch baseball. He's just good, and I don't like him. So
Just
I
don't
think
like
you guys
that
are just
player.
hating on a good player.
I 100%. I'm just hating on
I
the
mean,
player. But
is
it's
his
okay.
hitting a little overrated?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I
His
think
pitching-
he'll
He's
still
an amazing pitcher.
he'll
Let's
still
not get
hit
it wrong.
he'll still hit 35 home
Pirates in
runs.
4.
Have about a 3 ERA. So
I hope he hits 35 home runs because right now he's doing nothing. I really need something because I just lost to that man up there in fantasy because Yu Darvish scored negative 26 and Shohei decided to not do niche the entire
it's an
time.
off night.
What are your guys' thoughts on new prospect Bobby Witt Jr.?
I can't say I hate him. I like him.
What about
But
you, Seven?
He hasn't really done anything.
yeah,
I
He had a
think
couple-
he's gonna be overrated.
He
I
won.
see it.
he overrated.
He's a gold glover, but his hitting is not making up for his.
I think he'll develop it. He's a
I see it.
prospect.
I mean, it's
He's
early. He's a
really-
rookie.
It's really early. I know.
It's like his first couple games. I
No
think
good
he'll turn
player
around.
starts off good.
Unless your name.
Unless you're Jazz Chisholm.
No, even
Jazz
then he
Chisholm's
struggled
been
at the
doing
start.
good.
Unless
Right.
your name's Bryce Harper, you're not a good rookie.
What's his face? Snow Bear or Polar Bear, whatever his name is.
What's his face?
The Mets first baseman.
Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
He's a bomb. He hits bombs.
He does hit
I
bombs.
could have taken Pete Alonso.
He hits bombs.
He's been up.
Former home run derby
Big hitter.
champion.
Former.
Former.
He's a 2-time and reigning.
Raining.
Wander Franco was very good.
Wander Franco.
And
He's
he's-
doing good.
Rookie season.
I'm trying to.
Not at the beginning.
No.
He was
Not at the beginning.
at the second half. He's much better. He had a
I
history.
think-
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't be judging someone right now. First couple games if they're a rookie. Like they just got into the league. The high school ball to straight to the MLB is way different.
I think 52 down the pipe, and Wander Franco's swinging and missing if I'm throwing that pitch. So I think I got him in 3 pitches or less,
You
No
throw in
chance.
90, 95.
like 42.
Hey, we gotta talk about the big man. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has hit 5 home runs so far this season.
Yeah, I was in between him on fantasy picks. I'm mad I did not take him.
On April 13th, he got me 21 points that day.
Yeah,
That's
I
almost
mean,
as much Yu Darvish lost.
he had 3 home runs one day, and then he struck out 4.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that umpire sold the Blue Jays. Clearly, all of those balls were
Umpire.
balls are balls. And
I-
they're not
So
strikes.
you're blaming the umpire for the Blue Jays'
I
loss
will
against the
say,
Yankees.
I will say the umpire was consistent for both teams for calling strikes balls, but it's whatever.
You can't complain if he's consistent. Then.
Yeah, if
if
he's
you're
consistent,
consistently
yeah.
bad, at least he's consistent.
Yeah.
Well,
If he's
we-
consistent, can't complain.
We are running kind of short on time, so we're just going to go ahead and segue to our local sports portion. Today, is it today that
Yeah.
tennis is playing LeBlanc at 4 p.m.? What do you think is going to be the outcome of that, guys? Because you guys are all tennis players.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I mean,
It depends on how we play.
I don't want to talk bad on my teammates, but I mean, we struggled Thursday. I was the only one who won. Hopefully, we can get a win today.
Yeah. We all played bad. I was sold in.
We gave them
doubles,
their
so
first win of the season, so definitely need to
yeah.
improve.
I definitely did get sold in doubles by someone sitting at this table right now. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
name
I'm
names.
sorry. I was sick for 3 days. Hadn't been playing for a little while. I apologize.
All right, well, let's
Today,
look at
I will be doing better.
the first game for the Benton Cardinals at the Pony Express tournament. They play Smithville at 6:30 at Phil Welch.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a good game. Smithville's always been really good at baseball.
I don't want to doubt my school, but I
looking-
might have to take
Smithville's
Smithville.
going to win.
I might have to take Smithville.
It's
They-
it's looking rough.
Sutton has picked against Benton, I think, every single game during basketball season.
No.
No,
I'm picking Benton.
You're taking Benton?
Have you
Yeah, who's
ever
pitching?
watched
Crazy.
a single baseball game
Who's
at
pitching?
Benton High School?
That's crazy.
Who's pitching? Corbin?
I don't know. Probably.
We don't know yet.
It's probably Corbin.
It's not.
Or
Corbin's
Jackson.
It's probably
Corbin's like
Garrett.
Cy Young,
Corbin's
just
pitching over
pitches
there.
like 25 games in a row.
Garrett.
All right,
Maybe
well,
Garrett Farrell.
Garrett
All right.
Farrell.
The other
well,
night.
the girls' soccer team plays at Maryville. I mean,
Are they good?
I'm
Mary.
not going to talk about that because I haven't watched one of the games yet.
I mean, Maryville's a tough
All I
place
know
to
is
play.
I have Twitter notifications on for our sports marketing page, BHS Sports Marketing 3, on Twitter, by the way.
Didn't we just win like
And-
7-0?
Yeah, but most of the time I get a notification. Benton Cardinals girls soccer team lost another heartbreaker today. So I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch it, but
I haven't watched it yet this season because I've been doing tennis and stuff. But I think we could go put up a fight. I don't know what the outcome's going to be, though.
I mean,
me neither.
Maryville's always hard to play.
We will be
Always.
recapping
Any
that
sport.
next episode, though.
Yeah.
Do you play at Maryville? So I wonder who all's going to be traveling with the team to go off.
Probably not many people. But with that being said, Rylan,
We're going to wrap it up here. I'm your host, Rylan Piepergers, and we're signing off. Stay on the bench.